So now let's go to the streets to see if this right here has an impact on their voters, on the liberal, impressionable minds wandering around aimlessly, telling the media and the Democrats and the media and the all of the entertainment people that please download the next narrative into our brains because we want to be a part of something. Telling the education system, please make us into brainless zombies who don't think for themselves. Please tell us what to say and what to think. And when people ask us questions, we'll repeat exactly what you have told us to repeat. Listen to this right here. Hilarious. What's going on, America? Welcome to Kevin's Corner, where I try to make some sense out of nonsense. Before we get into this video, I need y'all to do me a favor. Hit that like button, share my videos. Please make sure you subscribe. Make sure your notification buttons are turned on to all. Subscribe to my alternative channel just in case YouTube give me the slip or something. You'll know how to find me. Don't forget to check me out with all the podcasts and follow me on Rumble in the Jungle. All the links are listed below. If you want to donate to my channel, feel free. Those links are below as well. Now, with no further ado,
welcome to my party, we're just getting started.
This video is sponsored by Aura. Have you ever Googled yourself and was shocked to see that your personal information was found on one of those public listing websites? Are you tired of constantly receiving spam phone calls to the point where you don't even answer your phone, just ghosting everybody? If I don't recognize the number, I'm not answering it. Voicemail, yeah, I don't know about you, but I do. All the time. So if that is a problem you're dealing with, then maybe you need Aura. Data brokers are making a fortune selling your information to robocallers, spammers, and others who want to learn more about you, like where you live. Why you need to know that. So how can Aura help? Aura can identify data brokers exposing your info and submit opt-out requests on your behalf. Brokers are legally required to remove your info if you ask them to, but they're not going to make it easy. In fact, they make it super hard. But all you got to do is just let Aura handle it for you. Aura also does so much more to protect you and your family from online threats that you can't see. And the great part about it is it's easy to set up. You don't have to download several different apps to get things like parental control, antivirus, VPN, password management, identity theft insurance, and more. You get everything at an affordable price. So why not let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online so that you can focus on other tasks with peace of mind. You can either let people to continue to exploit and profit off of your private information, or you can simply go to aura.com/Kevin's Corner. That is aura.com/Kevin's Corner to start your 2-week trial. Also, the link is in the description below.
But Trump is actually calling for Biden to be removed from the ballot. There's been no convictions, but these unelected Supreme Court judges are trying to remove Biden from the ballot, which I think is like extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Oh, for sure. That's an extremely dangerous precedent. I mean, there's been no convictions. There's been nothing illegal done. So there's no precedent for removing him. And it's mostly just to appeal to the fan base. But
now, do you hear her walking herself right into her own shoe in her mouth? She's about to walk right up to her foot and shove it down her throat. Oh, sure. You mean Trump is the... Now, this goes to show how dense these people are. She don't even realize that they're doing this to Trump right now. Don't even realize this man is describing what's taking place with Trump right now. So that's why he's able to pull this off. He's able to go out there and describe exactly what they're doing to Trump. And she's like, what? They're going after Biden like that? No, that's typical Trump. That's something Trump would do. Him and all of his evil and wickedness. Oh, man, come on, let me get this back here. The internet's going in and out. That's what it is, see? Yeah, that's why I got the disconnect right there. Bunch of bull crap. Might have too many devices hooked up. Who knows? So let's get that back. All right, get this back. Click that right there. Put it on that. So now, y'all hear this woman out there agreeing? She thinks she has an ally, y'all. That's the funny part. She thinks she got herself an ally. Oh, yeah, sure.
Either way, it's a pretty dangerous thing to do.
I feel like that's like a similar tendency to Hitler, you know? Yeah. Or like if there was a conviction, that'd be one thing. But like I always say, why don't you let the voters decide? Why would you want the candidate who's leading in the polls to be removed from the ballot so you have an easier chance of winning?
Oh, for sure. And
for sure.
Be fair. I mean, that's the whole premise of democracy is that...
There you go. I'm loving this type of stuff right here. I love when they do this in the streets, where they go out there and describe exactly what the Democrats are doing, and their voters and supporters have no idea. No idea. All you do is just flip it and say, yeah, they're doing it to Democrats, they're doing it to Biden, and well, that's right there. That's something Trump would do. Trump's an evil person. He's like, that ain't right. The way he's doing that is not right. Our country should not run like that. And then you have to reveal to them, well, now, I'm glad that you say that, because actually, and look how she flips the script.
The people decide who they want to represent them and the policies they want to represent
Sound
them.
like a Trump supporter.
Completely disregard that and go based off of, oh, well, I think he should be removed, then that does lead us a little bit closer to authoritarianism and fascism.
What if I told you?
Authoritarianism and fascism. Oh, you hear me? What if I told you? What told you what? Here you go.
That was actually Biden that just did that to Trump in Colorado.
You also have to consider the nuance behind what is being investigated currently. If they have enough to have a conviction, then sure. If they don't, then they don't.
They don't.
So wait. Now all of a sudden we got all kind of rules. We got all kind of possibilities that you know what, and there's nuances, and then you know you got. But for a second, she was over here telling us that it's absolute. Doing anything like this right here is absolutely crazy. This right here goes against our norms and democracy. And you know what? And this and that, and it should never be allowed and tolerated here in our country. And this is nothing but. But then when it became Trump as that victim of everything that man just described, oh, there's nuances now. This is how the liberal brain copes. When you get hit with truth, what do? You contort it. You will twist it. You will put a square in a circle. Why are they susceptible to this kind of crap? Their brain malfunctions when it's shocked with the reality that everything you just listed off and supported is the opposite. How do you cope with this? Watch her try to cope with it, because there's no way she could go ahead and confess that, yeah, they're doing Trump wrong.
Don't have a conviction, but they just did it to Trump. Yeah. So how could you support Biden knowing that they're doing that to Trump?
There's the taking of all the classified documents.
But
Biden also stole classified documents too. And they had him in his garage.
Crickets! Crickets! See, they're uninformed. Notice what she's doing. She is simply parroting what the machine has downloaded into her brain. This is the liberal voter right there. These are the radical ones that they have been just completely manipulated in college campuses all over the place, on the workforce, the young. You got to get them fresh coming in. Got to get them young. See, you're not going to convince an old timer who's been working in a mill for 30 years and got calluses all over his hand about this stupid stuff. But you can get them out there in California, bringing a man to work at a coffee shop somewhere and telling them this, and we're progressive, we're here. So they just buy into this stuff. Now here she is regurgitating stuff that she knows nothing about. So now here's her justification. Classified documents. Oh, what? Joe has them too? Uh-oh.
He had him at the college at the Penn State. So I feel like everyone was taking classified documents. It's like a rules for thee, but not for me is what it seems like against Trump, you know?
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
Consider the amount of interference when it comes to like Russia and foreign policy.
She is walking further and further into that foot. Not exactly. I mean, things like that. Everything she said, I'm going, did she just say that? I would light her up. And then she's going to bring up the second talking point. Look at that. She don't even realize that the whole Russia collusion thing was done by her party. This is the point that they want to get all of America to, where you are completely on board with their lies, with their false realities. You're not even aware that it's us. We're the ones who did it. It was me. Yeah, they want to be the people who burn down your house and show up when they're trying to put the fire out and ask the firemen, how do you think that happened? What is going on here? That's crazy right there. Man, these people are out there doing some naughty things, aren't they? And this woman has no idea that it was the people who I trusted, the people who told me they were fighting against evil, fighting against the wickedness of Donald Trump. Do you know? Now I get it. That's a hard pill to swallow. A hard pill to swallow. Here you are. Everybody thinks they're right. Everybody thinks they have a legitimate reason. They're passionate about their beliefs. But then when you get hit with undeniable facts, that's the point where it's no longer subjective rather. It's objective. You got to just straight be like, oh, crap. So if they did that and lied about the Russia collusion hoax and put the money behind the fake dossier, wouldn't that mean that Trump didn't collude with Russia? But somehow she's going to make it work.
Everything like that.
Oh, you mean how that? But that was debunked. But that was debunked though. They said Russia. It wasn't. Do you not remember how Adam Schiff got?
So she just saying it wasn't. That's how they cope. La 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 la. I can't hear you. It wasn't. Yes, it was. It wasn't. Well, I can give you about 8 reasons why it was debunked. I don't care what you give me. It wasn't. This is where they want to get them to where no matter what you tell them or show them. And Yuri said this back in the day. He said, once these people get programmed, once they get to a certain point, there's no coming back. Now, those people are done. You could take them straight to all the evidence and they won't believe what's in front of their faces. This is the group of people who you can show them, hey, look, we got 2 babies right here. We got one with an apple stem and one without. This one with the apple stem is a boy. We've been knowing this since the dawn of time. This is a girl. And they will look at that and say, that's subjective. It's subjective. I mean, because, it's all about your truth. And about when you get a society that is that susceptible to delusion, brainwashing, and all of that, yeah, you got them. You broke them. See, so unfortunately, Trump snapped a lot of people out of the spell. A lot of people wasn't seeing what they was doing. They were trying to slaughter our whole society into being programmed like this. Now we got a whole bunch of folks that are walking around going, we see y'all. But then you got people like this. Listen to this.
Censured for lying about it. There was never a conviction for Russian interference.
Just because there isn't a conviction does not mean that there isn't sufficient evidence.
Do you not remember the Steele dossier, though? The FBI lied. Hillary Clinton campaign paid the FBI to lie about the Russia.
Either way, there needs to be a line. And that...
Never addressed that? Never stopped to say, Hillary Clinton did what? Hold on, I just was on TV on your little camera telling everybody that Trump colluded with Russia, and you telling me Hillary didn't even stop to address that. All of a sudden, okay, got me there. So you know what? There needs to be a line.
That line is something that has to be determined by the public.
Yeah, I mean, that's why Trump's leading in the polls, over 60%, and then they want to remove him from the ballot because they know he's going to win.
I don't know about that, but...
Oh,
Think so?
No, I don't.
No, I don't. Boy, that girl right there got both feet down her throat. She stuffed both feet, ankles, knees, hips, all the way down her throat. Yep. So right now she's walking on her butt cheeks. That's what she's done. She's walking around on her butt cheeks with her legs and everything down her throat. Even up to the end when she said, well, that's why you need to let the people determine the truth behind it. And yet at the same time, she just got done saying it's wrong for them to not let the people determine. And Trump, you're telling me, is taking Biden, trying to get his name off the ballots? That's not a democracy. That's not a democracy. Now it went full circle back to let the people determine, but yet you were willing to make a compromise when he told you, yeah, they're doing this to Trump. What's different? It's different. I mean, it's Trump, and there's nuances there. Well, what happened to let the people determine? See, these are their arguments.